Welcome to beautiful Adelup. Welcome to what should be an amazing week here on the beautiful island of Guam. Thank you for joining us in person and for everybody watching via our virtual platforms in Zusmasi as well. My name is Kyle Mandapat. I'm the Associate Director for Communications and Community Engagement here with the University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability and Sea Grant. Biba UOG! Biba! And I'm also here, of course, with an amazing group of wonderful working group members and contributors for Guam Green Growth. Biba G3! Biba! Now today, as I said, we kind of get closer to the end of the year. We've got about a week and some change towards the change of our calendar year. And we're super excited to be here in Adelup to unveil the covers and to begin the release of our 2025 calendar lineup. Now, both of these materials are, of course, educational materials. And we had a great honor and privilege of working with some amazing partners across both the land and the sea and the research that goes into that, both at the University of Guam and also with our partners at Guam on Sustainable Culture. Let's get a round of applause for them. And of course, this is all a part of the governor and the governor's office and the lieutenant governor and their push along with our leadership at the University of Guam for place-based education here on Guam. These calendars are not just here to help you keep tabs on your date, but they also provide useful information in regards to sustainable fishing, along with planting and growing your own produce and your own plants to help stave off both poverty and also create a boost for the economy as well. So we're really excited for that. Don't let me talk too much today. Let's let this man talk some. Ladies and gentlemen, the steerer of this amazing ship, please put your hands together and welcome our Lieutenant Governor, the Honorable Joshua Tenorio.
Good morning. Good morning. And Merry Christmas. Gosh, so exciting. I think that it's so important as we find out what this beeping is. One of the best things we can do as an island is build the knowledge base of our people, especially young people. And so I just want to recognize that UOG, CIS, and G3 were able to really marshal up the knowledge that we have at the university and really try and help provide new platforms and new methods for people to learn about our natural environment and all of the resources that we have. So I say that, today is an opportunity that we have to kind of advance that work, but also to showcase the talent that comes from UOG CIS. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who is working either at the Center for Island Sustainability or at Sea Grant. It's such a great place and a great thing to be doing in various stages of your careers. I know people are more seasoned than others and are really trying to make sure that they train and prepare and mentor a whole bunch of people to expand the knowledge base and the action that we have in Guam. But we also have people that are entering the workspace that are going to lay their foundation in what we have and maybe venture and spread the knowledge into other areas of society and the workplace. That really is how we thrive, and that's how we are able to be so effective in the work that we're charged to do. These next few years are going to be exciting. There will be some challenges. There's going to be a change in philosophy at the federal level, and there's going to be challenges to the values in science and to the values in sustainability. But over the last few years, we have built in such a great program. I really think our Guam is going to be able to be so much more resilient to be able to navigate the changes that we're going to be seeing in the national side. But we have, because of a lot of the work you've done, expanded and have the ability to establish our foothold regionally and internationally in the work that we know that the Pacific needs to focus in on to combat sea level rise and climate change and all of the things that we know are very, very urgent for us here in the islands. And so let's continue to work together. We'll use the knowledge that you have, but we'll also utilize our desire to really mentor especially our children, to be able to be great stewards of this very, very special place that we call home, Guam. Thank you very much, and Viva CIS.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor, and again, thank you for all of your support through this project, along with some of our other publications, including Challenge Discovery Magazine. We'll move on now to another huge supporter of this mission, and of course, the movement to bring Guam to the next level. She is our Senior Vice President and Provost of the University of Guam, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Charlene Santos Bamba.
Thanks, everyone. The year's winding down, and a lot has happened over the course of the year. And I think your presence here today also is evidence of the hard work that CIS, Sea Grant, and Guam Green Growth has put into all the initiatives across the island, elevating our profile, not just locally, but regionally, particularly with the work that you've done with students from the dorms and from the outer islands. So thank you to Dr. Austin Shelton and each and every one of you. The launch of 2 versions, I believe, of the calendar, is that right? Yes, 2 versions. One version is for our pescador, right, for the fishers, and I think that this one they'll be able to use it for the tides, to see when they can go in, when they shouldn't go in, and I think that the representation and the information that's in the calendar, we also need to recognize that a lot of research goes into it. It isn't just things we pull from the sky, and it takes a monumental effort and a team to do the research, to write it up, to lay it out, and push it out to print. And so again, I want to acknowledge that a lot of hands go into these projects, and you all do a really good job. The other one is, I believe, is for growers, right? And to know about the soil, when to plant, when not to plant. I need that, so make sure I get one before I leave. I kill plants all the time, but I've been hanging out with Austin, so maybe I'll get some improvement there. But nonetheless, again, the University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability and Sea Grant. For several years now, we have increased our footprint on the island through various programs and bringing people in and people leaving. There's constant movement. And while people may leave, what we need to recognize is they take that experience and that information with them. And where did they get it? At the University of Guam. So thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Josh, for all your support, and the governors as well, and to the leadership of Austin Shelton, and of course his team. So, Sidus Ma'asi, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Viva UOG, CIS Sea Grant.
As I mentioned earlier, before we get into the spin, we couldn't do this without our amazing partners. And right now, I'd like to introduce you to one of those amazing partners. Of course, Ms. Marlon is here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Guam Sustainable Culture, our main partner, and a really great organization that's continuing to grow the knowledge here in our community. This is Ms. Michelle Crisostomo.
How's the day, everybody? I'm really excited to be here, to be present. I'm so proud that it's our 3rd year of this calendar. I remember the launch in the very first year, and after that, I guess things have just been a crazy blur, but I'm happy to be present here today with everybody. And I'm really proud that this calendar continues to serve as a valuable resource for the community, to be more self-sufficient and to help them grow their own food. One of my favorite things about the calendar is that it celebrates and promotes our cultural food. And, GSC, we really believe that sustainability and cultural preservation go hand in hand to help strengthen our community. So I'm really excited that that resource is out there for everyone so that they can continue to care for these types of foods and maintain them, and also maintain that really important connection to our cultural heritage. So I'm so happy that we've been making improvements on this calendar every year. So it looks even more beautiful every time I see the new additions. And just thank you for the support, Dr. Shelton and your team at UOG, CIS, Sea Grant, Lieutenant Governor, the Governor. I look forward to more people using this as a resource in 2025, more people growing their own food and living more sustainably. This is Usmasi.
Thank you very much, Michelle. And of course, we'll close off now with remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, the director of the University of Guam Center for Island Sustainability and Sea Grant, Dr. Austin Shelton.
Afide, good morning, everybody. I always mention that sustainability is about our future. And it's a great way to start thinking about our future next year with our 2025 calendars. I'm really excited for them. I love these two things very much, fishing, of course, and growing things. And so we have two important calendars that I hope will help our community very much in all of the information that will be provided. For fishing, it's really important that you know the moon phases, the tides, when to go out, when it's going to be safe, when certain species of fish might be biting. So it's really an important resource that we always have a tide chart calendar that's available. Thank you to all the fishermen that have submitted pictures of their wonderful catches so that they can inspire all of us to go out there and know what it is that we're protecting, we're conserving in our waters, and continue to feed our families. And same thing for growing. As Dr. Shar said, we have this wonderful growers calendar. Thank you to our partners at Guahan Sustainable Culture for not just doing this part, but so many things in their programming, providing education in farming, in composting, recycling, and running the G3 community gardens in Hagatna and Dedido, being these beacons of food security education for all of our community to be able to come out and participate, learn how to grow their own food and bring those practices back to their homes and their communities. So we really appreciate their partnership to keep that going. We appreciate the partnership of the governor and lieutenant governor. The way that we've been able to create these calendars is through the governor's education assistance and youth empowerment grant. And so we're going to be getting out thousands of these copies throughout the community. Kyle will tell you more about where they will be available for pickup, like our Chamorro Village locations, a lot of our fishing shops at Guahan Sustainable Culture at Chamorro Village, and more places. So thank you very much to our science communication team led by Kyle Mandapat, our Associate Director for Communications and Engagement. Let's give them a round of applause. Fantastic work as always. The more that we get these products and these resources out to the community, the quicker we will be that sustainable community and be able to realize that sustainable future that we all want to see together. Right. Biba UOG, Biba Sustainability.
Biba. For sure. Thank you so much, John. And now it's the moment of truth. Again, with the unveiling of these covers, we will also be starting the distribution. And as Dr. Shelton mentioned, you can get copies of both the Guam Growers calendar along with the Guam Tide Chart calendar at our Chamorro Village Guam Green Growth Circular Economy Makerspace and Innovation Hub. Of course, in terms of our Tide Chart calendars, they'll also be distributed at various fishing shops, tackle shops throughout the island. And we'll have a full list of those up on our website at uog.edu/SeaGrant or on our social media platforms at UOG Sea Grant. And in terms of our Guam Growers calendar, of course, our friends from Guahan Sustainable Culture will be handling the distribution of that. You can come on down and check out their amazing office as well, also at the Chamorro Village, and they'll be able to help get those in your hands too. Let's get a round of applause again for everybody whose hard work went into this. I am so excited. If I could now ask for all of our speakers, our panel, to please join us up here by the sign, by the Promotheon board. Okay, wait for it. Okay, so this year, We are taking a little bit different of a spin here in terms of the presentation. Normally you'd see giant printout in front of you of our covers. But again, as we make moves towards furthering sustainability here on the island, we have went 100% digital. All right, ladies and gents, now to present to you the covers of these amazing calendars. Lieutenant Governor, if I could ask you to do the honors for the first one, and in the true spirit of Gen Z, feel free to swipe left. Oh! Of course, you see local produce everywhere. This is the iconic Lemai taking the cover of this year's Guam Growers Calendar. One more time, a round of applause again for our amazing partners at Guam Sustainable Culture. Thank you so much. And Dr. Shar, if you could do the honors and swipe left onto the next one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, fishers are alive and well, not only in our culture, but also in our economy. They're not called fishermen anymore. I heard that from my friend Lonnie. They're called fishers because, as you can see, ladies are leading the way. Most definitely. Thank you so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, our team is going to be distributing both copies of the calendars for you to take on and to share with the rest of the island. Again, if you'd like more copies, we are more than welcoming you to come on through to our offices or to reach out to us, and we'll get you those wherever you're at. Schools, offices, the whole 9 yards. We'd love to see our fish on your wall. Ladies and gentlemen, again, on behalf of everyone here at the University of Guam and the Office of the Governor, let's make some noise one more time and Viva 2025!